Welcome to the geometry final review. This is standard 4 on constructions and segments. They didn't give us very many, and there are several ways to do this. This may not be the easiest, but this is one way to do it. If you can think of another, that'll be fine. They gave us a segment about the size of the one shown here, and they asked us to make a square using that segment. Here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and make a, I'm going to do like I'm doing a perpendicular bisector. So I'm going to go ahead and so I basically made a circle with this point right here as its center right there. And now I'm going to switch this over so I can do the other direction. Whoop. Looks like I slipped. Okay. Now I'm using the idea that the diagonals of a square bisect each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create I'm going to consider this to be one of my diagonals, and then I'm going to consider my other diagonal to be along that line. So that'll make, so this is kind of the ones in the middle. The only thing now I need to do, they bisect each other and they're also congruent, so I need to make sure that I cut that line to the right length. So I want to make sure that, cut it right there, cut it right there. Okay, now what that means is that'll mean this piece right here is the same as that, which is the same as that, which is the same as that. So I don't need this anymore. I just need to know that basically this point is one corner of my square, this is another, this is another, this is another. Let's see what we get. Okay. There's two of the sides. There's the other two sides, and of course there's the other diagonal. And so we now have a square that we've created using that segment. Okay, now it's got to, oh, because I was turning it around. Okay, now we're going to draw a triangle. I'm not going to draw it to scale. I'm just going to draw it how I need to. Basically, we have a triangle ABC, and these numbers may not make much sense, but we're going to go ahead and just put them in anyway. Okay, it's going to be A, B, and C. Now, wrong direction. Okay, they tell me that on A, B, and C, that side AB has a length of 8, side BC has a length of 10, and that side has 12. They tell me that M is the midpoint of AB, so it's somewhere in here somewhere. And P is the midpoint of, so what letter was that? M is the midpoint of AB, so that's going to be point M somewhere in there. And P is the midpoint of AC, so it's somewhere in here. What is the length of MP? So they're asking us this question right here. What is the length of that segment? Well, it's going from the middle of this one to the middle of that one, and we learned a property a while back that said that these would be two similar triangles and they would have a ratio. Now let's see what we know about the ratio. If I do this side, this will be half because that's the midpoint. So 6 is to 12, that's a half ratio. So this line here is also going to be half of its corresponding line, which is 10. So it's going to be 5. And that's how you do that one. And that's all there is on this standard.